Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Mumble, and today I'm going to be showing you guys around my Minecraft Forever world. So if you're not familiar with the Forever world, the concept is I'm not allowed to start a new world. I am stuck with this Minecraft world for as long as I play Minecraft. And it's nice because it just doesn't go away and keep building things, keep adding to the world. But I thought that today I would kind of show you what I've built in these first 100 days. And take you around, and maybe you'll get some inspiration for some builds of your own. Let's get started. Getting started with the tour, we have the spawn area. I didn't want to just leave it blank, so I went ahead and built this kind of overgrown, ruined idea. You can see that some of these arches are collapsed, some of them are completed, but there's a bit of cobbling around it. Lots of lanterns to keep all the monsters out. I think it looks really nice. Cherry blossoms with their petals falling down. And if we take this pathway out of spawn, you'll see our village over here. I'll get to everything in this video, but this is the bridge that takes you over. It's also a little bit cobbled, weathered away. And getting started, we have the prison and torture room. So over here, it's actually just a villager trading area. Won't go through all of them, but they have good trades. They have mending books, fortune, protection, unbreaking, everything you can imagine. And then up here is this is where they make babies. Continuing on in the village, we have an enchantment room over here. It's a redesigned village house. Basically, all of these used to be those like ugly, just basic villager houses, and they've all been redesigned from the ground up to all serve their own purpose. Like over here we have a bakery, but this also used to be a villager house. And then over here is my cousin's house. It's still a work in progress. It's a little ugly right now, but it's getting there. This is my old house before I built something new, which I'll show you in a little bit. Over here used to be our farm, but it's also been moved somewhere else because it just kind of looked ugly in the village. And I'm planning on building a pretty big project over here, which maybe I'll show in a future video. Over here we have the auto farm. These villagers will pick up the potatoes or carrots are over there and throw them over to this villager over here. But they'll land in these hopper mine carts, which lead into this chest over here. Over here we have our bed and breakfast inn. It's not very pretty, but the idea was we'd get a bunch of villagers and they would move in over here. For some reason our villagers keep dying, so currently no one lives in here. Over here we have an armory. I'm working on getting every single smithing template, and I plan on kind of displaying them around over here. And also every armor type. We have leather armor. I just need the chest piece and the helmet for the chainmail. Copper. I need netherite over here. Diamond, iron. And somehow this guy got in here, and he's hurt and he's about to fall apart, but you know, he's hanging in there. This is a little frog fountain that I made. If you look closely, you might be able to tell that it's a frog. We also have the Ender Dragon egg up here, and a tunnel, which I'll show you guys in a little bit. Over here we have the bar area, which is used for making potions or anything like that, and just kind of a cute little fun build. Little upstairs seating area. And you can overlook the town. Out here we have our Happy Ghast stable. These have been really useful for building. We're on a mountain, so there's a lot of areas that are hard to reach, but you can ride these guys and build on top of them. So that's been very useful with all of these builds. Alright, now something a little bit more fun is this build here was for my girlfriend. And the story behind it is every world we play in, she hates Minecraft water. She's always drowning or losing her stuff in the water. So I wanted her to face her fears because her house is under the water. We can dive in off the diving board, and it's surrounded by these amethyst blocks and coral, fish. These are the sea pickles. And we can go inside, and it's all pink themed. We have an armor stand, pink beds, some storage for her, and she loves it. She's able to swim around in here, and it was a really fun build, just kind of fun to build underwater for once. This is the boat obstacle course, which leads to something pretty cool. So we have these slime block launchers, some fireworks that go off. I'll just take you through this. It's a little tricky. Hopefully I can get it in this one shot right here. But it's really fun. It took a long time to build and figure out how to get these slime blocks to work every single time. But it leads to my girlfriend's second house up here because I felt really bad about putting her underwater. So now she's on top of the mountain overlooking the whole village. And it has this pretty pink cherry blossom kind of like shrine vibe to it. So I'll take you inside. Here's her pig Peppa, and this is her house in here. Storage, everything that you could possibly need. Upstairs is a little bedroom. Cute little kind of zen garden. Over here we have a fish pond with, there should be 2 axolotls, but I think there's only 1 right now. And then over here we have a little windmill. I really like this. This is the, what are these called? The glowberries, and they're hanging off these little campfires. And it makes like fairy light looking things. Windmill, nothing really in there. And then this is the staircase to get back down to town. This is a little hallway that leads through the mountain. And here we have a little cave, which I'll show you in a little bit. It has a bit of a secret inside of it. But it looks really pretty with all the glowberries hanging down. And a fun little build. We'll just rock it through here really quick. And this is my friend's house over here, and I think it looks really cool. They use the pale oak logs, which I have actually never really seen anyone build with them, but I think it looks really cool. The pale oak is such a unique block in this game because it really adds, you know, just this kind of light contrast into the game, whereas everything is usually kind of bright in Minecraft, but this just looks really cool. And I love these little street lamps over here. Here we have the shepherd's house that my friend built. Overlooks the town. And over here we have a bunch of sheep just roaming around. And we come here if we ever need wool or anything like that. He also built this castle over here, which I think it looks really awesome. It's still a work in progress, but so far it looks really cool. Here is the other entrance to the cave that we saw earlier, and you might notice something over there that looks a little suspicious. If I click this button, we have a 3x3 piston door which will close on our way in. And this is my house in here. I got my little bedroom over here with enchantment and a fireplace. Over here is my storage room, and you might be able to see behind here, there's a bunch of copper golems, and they will automatically sort blocks for me. So if I put cobblestone in there, they'll put it into this chest automatically. And that's just really useful. I hate like organizing things in this game. There's just too many blocks. But those guys will just do it for me. And they're stuck there forever. Over here is the crafting room. I have all the different type of crafters and furnaces. In here I have a little farm. This will be a mine eventually. But this is a really fun build. I think it looks pretty awesome. Now through this whole video you've probably been wondering, what is this in the sky? And I will show you now. It is an Elytra parkour course. So the idea is just you go through these little shapes. Hopefully I can do it. It's a little tricky. Might not live. I have 1 heart. It's still a work in progress. There's a bunch of like scaffolding and stuff around, but it'll be a really fun addition to the village when it's all done. Over here we have the Nether entrance. I wanted it to kind of look like the Nether was sprouting out into the normal world. So that's the concept behind this cave. You can go inside and there's a huge portal in here, which I'll show you what our nether looks like currently. Alright, so here is the nether. We have different entrances. We have a blaze farm, wither farm. This actually leads to the ceiling of the nether. And all of these paths have a purpose. They lead somewhere. This one goes to the end dimension. So I'll show you some of these farms. I'll kind of make it quick. They're a little bit boring, but I'll show you them. Here we have the creeper farm, which is very useful for crafting rockets and just getting gunpowder. There's 3 layers to this. Oh, there's a wandering trader up here. But there's 3 layers. I can kind of open this up a little bit and... Oh, jeez. Yeah, there's a bunch of creepers down here. We'll leave it at that. It's very efficient. You AFK here for, I don't know, maybe like 30 minutes and this will be pretty much filled up. Here we have the wither skeleton farm, which is inside this fortress over here. And basically they'll spawn on this platform and then something with this iron golem. They'll go through this portal and I'll show you now where this leads. Alright, so here is the wither skeletons trapped and we can kill them. It's a great way to get bones and coal and piglins and stuff will also filter in there sometimes, so you get gold as well. But great way to just get bone meal or anything that you need from these guys. For the last build we have our farming area, which is just this big hole with glass so you can see through it. We have an automatic sugarcane farm. It makes a bunch of sugarcane. I'm sure those chests are also full over there. Bamboo farm. This is a pumpkin farm. You can't really see it, but same kind of concept. There's observer blocks which look and see if a pumpkin is growing, and if it is, a piston will push it. This is a auto crop farm, so I can grab seeds. It doesn't work all the time. There we go. You kind of gotta like position your mouse in like the perfect spot for it to work, but when it works, it's very effective. And then down here we have the XP farm. It uses armadillos, which are taking damage on this campfire. And then I use a splash potion of infestation, and every time they take damage, a silverfish will spawn, which we can kill over here for experience. This is an auto brewer, so if I were to take some of these out, it'll start to dispense water bottles into here and start cooking potions based on what ingredients are set up here. This is an iron farm. You know, sometimes these guys get out. I have no idea how, but they do. There's 2 of them out right now. It is really effective though. Like, this is all the iron we've gotten. Not too long. But they fall to their death over there and get lit on fire by the campfires. We have cows and sheep down here. This is our chicken machine. Those chickens will lay eggs. They go in the hopper. The dispenser puts them into here. And then when they grow up, they die. Sometimes it doesn't cook the chicken all the way, but for just being AFK, it does a pretty good job. Alright, well that's everything that I've built so far, and I would say the first 100 days of having this Minecraft Forever world. I'm pretty happy with all the progress. I've been loving the challenge of having a Forever world so far. And I hope you enjoyed watching and maybe got some inspiration for whatever project you're working on next in Minecraft. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.